I mean, look, Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren.
Card right to convince you there is no way out of your debt trap.
For a range of uses, from shopping at Walmart to travel purchases. Sorry.com. Riddle 1. What's in your wallet?
The St. Patrick's Day show is coming. Heridas del pasado.
Hi, this is Teddy. I'm working on with the Panasonic RS-466S, I believe. Right, RX-466S. Made in Japan, probably 80s. This used the 9-volt power supply for the radio and the cassette deck, two of them, and AM, FM. Two speakers, not tweeters, but sound is okay. I cleaned everything, and yeah, I needed to remove this clear lens to clean everything, and I used the plastic cleaner to remove a lot of the residue. Still I can see the residue. There was a lot of dust inside, so when I opened this boombox, I sneezed a lot, and I needed to wait 24 hours. I couldn't stop my sneeze, heavy sneeze, so always taking care of the vintage boombox. It's kind of fighting against these dust or cockroaches inside. Anyway, what I did was the clean. The tape deck was not moving at all because of the dried out grease. Also, the belt was kind of belt was also the dried out completely. It was not belt at all. It was the hardened, and I needed to use razors to remove all the residue of the belt, and clean out inside, outside, changing a belt, and the head demagnetized and clean. Many times I cleaned this head because the sound quality was so bad. Now and this phone case also removed everything, speakers and clean. So I cleaned everything, and I removed all dust, and I checked the these parts, small electric parts, and seems like everything is okay. And I moved into the sound test. And first, the tape was muffled, especially the left one. Right was kind of okay, but left one's the very bad. So I cleaned the head again, and I removed this tone controller, volume controller, and removed these two volumes, left and right, stereo, and open up the inside and clean everything with the alcohol. Because contact cleaner didn't do the good job for this volume controller. You spread it and move a lot and remove the dust or residue from the surface, but still it didn't work. So I removed this desolded it and opened up inside and cleaned with the alcohol. Then it started making a good sound for left was bad, but the left also start making a good sound. Now after that, I started the playing tape. Still something was wrong, so I thought it was the head. I need to adjust the degree, Ajima or something like this, but I didn't touch. Before do that, I cleaned the headphone jack because the signal goes into the headphone jack and comes to the speaker. Sometimes the wrong headphone jack connection will make the sound bad. These are clean, these are okay, and these are okay. This was clean. Still, when I try to recording from the radio to the tape, almost there's nothing on the tape. Was recorded. So after that, what I did was I needed to remove the amplifier board again many times and clean these switches. Stereo, mono switch, and this one is the tape selector, like a normal tape or something, more higher tape, and this one is the radio function switch, radio, tape, and sweep. So, and next to the function switch here, this is a recording bar. So there's no way to access this recording bar without removing this main board. Even though the removing the cassette deck, I couldn't see anything because the inside of this center shell covered everything. So I removed it and cleaned the bar again, from the top, from the bottom, and move the top up and down very fast, couple of the times. Then testing again. Now it's funny, I don't know why, but it didn't record at all. I was wondering, did I cut some wires around here, or did I broke solder joint? After that, the couple hours, I was checking everything again from the cassette deck to the main board, and find out this switch. This is a beat-proof switch number 1 and number 2. This switch was also needed to be cleaned. I cleaned before, but it was not enough, so I cleaned again and set the switch exactly. It has to be there. Set switch. If the switch is in the middle position or it didn't go to the top or bottom, and that what happens is the music signal goes all of the switches. Like for instance, the cassette deck starting from here and get into the headphone amplifier, this volume tone controller, and going out to the what was that? This is the your beat controller, and going through the headphone jack, then coming to the this one. If I try to record it, it's gonna also going into the record bar here. So every contact position has to be cleaned in order to get the original nice sound. So, you know, sometimes the boombox has no dust, or still the contact is very clean. Then just changing the belt will make the cassette deck alive again. But this one especially has a lot of dust also inside of the switch, and head-on jack also has a switch inside, and it didn't work. I mean, when it's open, when it's closed, and when you put the jack in here, then switch will open or close, something like that. But even though you remove the jack, the switch remain the same position. Sometimes that's happened, then the volume sound didn't come out from the speakers. Or if it's closed, if it goes to the half position, or it's very weak touching to the connection, we create the problem too. So all contacts, all switch, all connection, the music signal goes, it has to be cleaned, each of them, and step by step has to be cleaned. Every switch, every controller, every another switches, also the recording. So after many tries, finally this one came to the great condition. Right now sound is okay, both left and right.
We will over-discuss our problem, and we won't leave space for the provision. Maybe...
Without antenna line, it's the reception is nice. And only the two speakers, but the clear sound. And when I put them together, so after the sound will be more powerful, because closure, then the sound will be pushed in front. Right now everything is opening, so I can see that this one will sound very nice. And the tape speed is okay, magnetizing, demagnetizing okay, and okay, that's other way. So, but before, when I tested the first time, the sound was terrible. It did not sharp at all. Mumbling sound, especially the left one. And I was thinking it's because of the head. Needs to adjust head degrees to the tape. But I didn't do it, because once I started, I don't have the oscilloscope or something like that, so I don't want to touch it. So I cleaned everything besides head. Besides moving the head degree, and now everything is okay. So this one is the screws are sealed. That means that this one from the original position, and no one didn't remove these parts from the body, so it should work. That's what I thought, and it's working right now. Nice boombox. So I learned a lot from this one too. This I didn't do anything but just keep it original, because it looks nice and heavy, small but heavy, and the sound is great. This antenna, there was this antenna was also broken. Yes, the chip was gone, and top side was the kind of pressed. So this one I took here from the other antenna and put them here with the glue. And right now I think it looks very okay. This one has no replacement antenna, just a special antenna. You pull out and move like this. There's a base. So I needed to fix this one and use this one as original. Okay. Yep. So I'm gonna start put everything back together and the final sound test. And that's it. Yep. This is Teddy. Bye bye.